busy weekend coming up. I don't know. There might be something you need to catch us up on. I don't know. But certainly you got to get us ready for what's a busy weekend for Tar Heel athletics.
Yeah, we mentioned the women's basketball game on Wednesday, the squeal special at 11 a.m., the field trip game.
Yeah.
Number one, there was a lot of squealing. Number two, the Tar Heels won. So Carolina beats Hampton on Wednesday, and we'll tell you about their upcoming schedule here coming up. Ton of things happening this weekend. Starting today in Chapel Hill, field hockey faces Virginia in the NCAA semifinals. That game is at noon. Winner plays the winner of Northwestern and Duke on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Women's soccer. They have traveled to Lubbock, Texas to play Alabama, as you normally do.
Sure, makes sense.
This is where the difference between a 3 seed and a 2 seed in the
Dramatic.
women's soccer tournament is huge.
Yeah.
Because Carolina's the 3, so they have to travel for both these games. They'll face Alabama today at 3:30. That's on ESPN Plus, so you can watch that one online and or on your smart TV.
But you have to have an ESPN Plus subscription.
Oh, boy.
That's different than just a regular watch ESPN. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll just tune into the pod. We'll tell you what happened.
Or go to Lubbock, Texas. You can definitely watch it there. Winner most likely plays Texas Tech on Sunday.
Oh, you're just discounting Princeton?
Well, you know what happened? UCLA lost.
I saw that. 30 of the 32 teams that were seeded in the women's soccer tournament won their first-round match, but UCLA, defending national champions, one of the 4 number 1 seeds, eliminated. UC Irvine gets the win 1-0. Soccer is a fickle beast, Adam.
UC Irvine got the goal a man down, a woman down.
Really?
They
I
only
didn't
had
know
2
that.
players. Maybe their extra player was pushing the goalie into the goal.
Yeah, that'd have been a shame.
I've heard that happens. So UCLA's out. So you can't take any of these for granted.
No.
I know you weren't, but I'm just advising everyone
You're
else.
now just giving yourself advice.
I take it back. Texas Tech may not advance. We have no way of knowing.
Yeah, thank you. You play the games for a reason.
Women's basketball, as we told you, they're going to face Elon on Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's Student Appreciation Day. So all the students should go. You'll be appreciated if you go. Thank you, students. Also on Saturday, cross-country championships, the national championships. For that, we go to our cross-country correspondent, Scott Spillman.
Yeah, this was great information by Scott Spillman.
He sent the following email to carolinainsiderpod@gmail.com. Scott says a total of 31 teams qualify for the championship meet, which again, Saturday in Charlottesville. Each team has 7 runners, and scores are calculated by adding up the places, not the times, of the top 5 finishers. The low score wins. The lowest you can possibly get is 15. That's if you finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Parker, Wolf, and then the other 4. But winning scores at the championship meet tend to fall between the 60s if there's a single dominant team and the 120s if there's more parity.
Wow.
Ideally, you want a team with a, as we call it in the cross-country world, Jones, low stick.
Yeah, low stick.
Who finishes in the single digits plus enough depth that your 4th and 5th runners finish around, say, 25th and 35th rather than 65th and 75th.
This is great information from Scott.
I definitely know much more about what's going on. In the final pre-championship coaches poll, Carolina is ranked 4th. If that's where they finish this weekend, it'll be the best finish in program history. Previous best, 5th place in 1985.
They were spurred on by that victory over Clemson in football that year.
That's right. Guys, do it for Dick Crum and the boys. Unfortunately for the Tar Heels, says Scott, the number 1 team in the country is Northern Arizona, which has recently achieved a level of total domination comparable to the Jordan-era Bulls.
Wow.
2 3-peats and 1 second-place finish in the last 7 years.
That's pretty good.
Northern Arizona, a wagon? Men's cross-country?
They are a men's cross-country wagon. Yes.
They will be hard to beat, says Scott, but it's not totally impossible. Carolina seems to have a very consistent low stick in former pod guest Parker Wolf, plus 3 more extremely strong runners. They'll need a really strong race at number 5. If Carolina has a great day and some of the other teams don't have a great day, got as good a shot as anyone.
Man. Scott, what up for sending us that information? In all honesty, I appreciate that. That's very informative, and I know more about cross-country than I did 2 minutes ago. Scott also mentioned that we should get Chris Miltenberg back on. I'd love to talk to Chris Miltenberg again. And I won't call him Kevin, which is his son's name, but I Like 2 out of 3 times when I say his name, I call him Kevin for some reason. It's like in my head.
People aren't really attached to their names.
Yeah.
Just to be addressed by you.
Coach.
Yeah.
You. I'll just call him Coach. That's
Yeah,
safe.
that's always safe.
Coach. What's up, Coach?
Then Sunday, we've got fencing at the Elite Duels. That's in Columbus, Ohio. Volleyball is home against Florida State. That's at 1 o'clock. Wrestling has got a couple matches up in Champaign, Illinois, one against Central Michigan, one against Illinois.
Is there any type of mania that they're involved in?
This doesn't appear to be Wrangle Mania, which I feel like is a marketing miss by Illinois.
Illini mania.
Yeah.
Chippewa mania.
As Bob Ellis said, a good friend of the pod, anytime you put mania on anything,
Just adds to it.
it just seems a little wackier and more fun.
Yeah.
Pod Mania.
Yeah.
Olympic Sport Mania. Potentially a field hockey game, as we told you, in the national championship game, and then Ernest Bawa, or just Bawa if you're friends with him like we are.
If you're tight like we are.
Men's soccer will play either Memphis or SIU Edwardsville. You know the answer to who they're playing by now, but we don't because it's happening later. That'll be on Sunday at 5 o'clock at Dorrance Field. Get out there and tell Bawa what up. And if he scores a goal, you'll get to see the celebration dance.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
And you might see Jones and I doing the celebration dance in the stands. I can't say whether we will or won't.
If the Tar Heels win the national title, I will do the celebration Ernest Bawa dance. I preferably will get Ernest Bawa back in here, and we can do the dance together. That is my pledge.
It's on.
All right.
That's your pledge.
That's our pledge. Here on the podcast, that is our pledge to you.